Today, we're going to be getting the maximum FPS in Minecraft. I'm going to be showing you guys how I went from this to this in this video. So make sure you guys stick around to the end so you can see all of the tricks that I try in this video. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So the most optimized version of Minecraft is 1.7.10. However, servers do not support that version anymore, so the next best thing is version 1.8.9. So here we have a vanilla install of Minecraft 1.8.9 on a fresh install of Windows 11. Nothing's optimized, no settings are changed. So let's see what FPS we get. So if we throw up our FPS here, we are getting a grand 60 FPS. Now, Minecraft and many other games have this thing called VSync, which basically caps your FPS to the refresh rate of your monitor. So yeah, we can go ahead and turn that off in the video settings here. As you can see, use VSync, turn that off. And it's also probably a good idea to set your max frame rate to unlimited. Right, now let's see what we're working with. Okay, so we're getting about 200 FPS. 150 to 200 FPS. Not so bad, but we can go a step further. And this is just with Minecraft video settings. Turn on this. VBoss. I don't know. However you pronounce it. Turn this on and this can improve your FPS a lot. As you can see now, we're getting just 300 FPS already. That is insane. And this is a fresh install of Windows 11, by the way. I haven't done any optimization. I mean, yeah, look at that. 129 processes. And you can see all the bloatware here in the start menu. So I haven't done anything. I'll leave my specs in the description down below so you guys can check them out. But yeah, let's try and get even more FPS. I'm sure we can do it. But before we get any further, I've received this mystery box. What could be inside? This is the new Panasonic SC-GN01, a gaming speaker that you wear on your neck. Taking a look in the box here, as you can see, we've got the audio jack, we've got the headset itself and some instructions. And first impressions of the headset is it's really strong, really versatile. I like the rubber feet on it. That really helps grip the surface if you've got it resting on your table or something. The overall build quality is pretty good as well. And as you can see here, we've got all the buttons and switches. Now this plugs in through a fabric braided USB cable, but you can also plug it in through the auxiliary as well, and it does come with a cable in the box, which is pretty good. So yeah, overall first impressions is it's really comfortable. I barely noticed that it's on my neck, and the sound quality is really good as well. I'll show you guys some music through this so you guys can hear for yourself. Hopefully that comes through on camera, but this is pretty nice. This isn't just any speaker. The GN01 is designed to deliver high quality immersive sound thanks to its 4 speakers that make you feel like you're right in the middle of the action. There are 3 modes depending on the game, which will create an experience filled with intensity, tension and reality. So whether you're playing fast FPS games or exploring other gaming worlds, the GN01 makes every sound, footstep and even block placement feel incredibly real. It's literally like having a cinema surround sound system that I'm just wearing on my neck. It's really good. Plus, it's not just for gaming. You can use it while watching movies, listening to music, or even during your video editing sessions. It comes fully equipped with a high-performance noise and echo-cancelling microphone that allows you to speak to other players in-game. And we also have the volume rockers up here, so I can actually turn the volume up through here as well, which is pretty cool. As for the microphone quality, I will show you guys a little clip of it right now. So here is a test of the microphone through the Panasonic GN01. It does a really good job of cancelling your background noise. You can do Discord calls with this, you can do Teams calls, you can speak in game. Yeah, I'd say this microphone quality is pretty impressive. Another cool feature I found is that this requires no drivers whatsoever. So if we go ahead and go into the volume mixer here, as you guys can see, the Panasonic GN01 is recognised pretty much straight away, which is really cool. Now another cool feature about the GN01, if we go over to our sound settings, is there's actually 2 modes. So by default, when you plug it in, it selects the chat mode here. But if we go ahead and select this game mode, this significantly increases the quality of the audio, but the chat is also good for day-to-day use. So Panasonic has also allowed me to give away 3 GN01s to 3 lucky people. All you guys need to do is leave a like on this video and comment down below your current headphones, and let's see if Panasonic can hook you guys up with a nice upgrade. So say goodbye to your old headphones and say hello to the new Panasonic GN01 surround speaker system. I've left a link down below, make sure to go check it out, and thank you to Panasonic for sponsoring this video. So to optimize Windows, we're going to start off with the good old Chris Titus's tool. Now if you haven't seen this before, I'll leave a link to the website in the description down below. You basically just copy this into a PowerShell, make sure to run it as administrator, and you get this, which is pretty cool. tool. So there's loads of different things this tool can do. You can install software through here as well, but we're going to go into the tweaks section here. We're going to go into the desktop recommended selections, which ticks all these boxes for us. We're going to disable mouse acceleration because you know we're a gamer and we don't want input delay. But other than that, this is pretty much it, and this will literally half our processes. So this is perfect for getting our game to run really well. So we're also going to add the ultimate performance profile as well here, and there we go. The tweaks are finished. That didn't take long at all. So yeah, once that's done, it's probably a good idea to restart your computer, and then we're going to optimize it a bit more, and then we're going to do some Minecraft tests. All right, so we've just restarted the computer, and now if we go into our task manager, as you can see here, we have halved our processes, which is super good. But we've still got this kind of bloatware on the start menu here, and probably lots of Windows phoning home, lots of telemetry. If you don't know what that means, that basically means that your computer is communicating with Microsoft servers. Lots of stuff's going on in the background, which can really affect your gaming performance. So we're going to solve that with this new optimizer I found, which I'll leave a link to in the description down below. So this is an open source Windows optimizer. You can get it from the GitHub here. Just go to the releases section and download it. So yeah, it probably will come up. You probably will have to allow it because, you know, it's not a commonly downloaded file. But yeah, here we go. Here's optimizer. Select your language. And here we go. So this is the optimizer. Now, I have done a video on this before, but it wasn't an in-detailed kind of one. But yeah, basically, we're just going to go through some settings that I recommend. So yeah, it's pretty obvious that these are on-off switches. So you basically just want to tick all of these, basically. Optimize performance, network, pretty much all of this stuff, really. We're just going to enable all of this. We're going to disable app telemetry as well. So stuff like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Office, Nvidia as well. If you've got an Nvidia graphics card, those are pretty notorious for background processes. And then yeah, we're just going to do some general privacy stuff here, disable telemetry tasks. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would go for. Then we'll just go to this Windows 11 tab here. This is more kind of like tweaks and stuff. This is all kind of personal preference, but I'm going to go into privacy and gaming here, and we're going to enable gaming mode, which can also help us get more FPS. You wouldn't think it, but it does. Gaming mode built into Windows is good. Make sure you disable Game Bar and Xbox Live though. They're not as good. We're going to disable Cortana because who likes that? Disable start menu ads. That's going to get rid of all of these ugly things on our start menu. Disable Edge telemetry. Disable Edge. And yeah, just general telemetry services. We're going to have that on. We're also going to disable automatic updates because no one likes a Windows update in the middle of an intense gaming session. And this system stuff here is more kind of personal preference kind of stuff. But no, we're going solely for maximum FPS. So this is the settings that we're going to go for right here. You can also uninstall apps through here as well. So lots of pre-installed stuff that's come in Windows will come here. Uninstall unwanted UDP apps. You can also go into the startup stuff here as well, and you can delete stuff like Logitech. I think that's for my mouse, but I think we'll keep that. But yeah, if you've got lots of startup items, then it's a good idea to go through them here. We've got more apps that you can actually install through here as well, which is pretty cool. And then we've just got a cleaner, which is a little bit like CCleaner, but a lot better. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and select all and press clean. And here we go. We've just analyzed it here and then just press clean. And there we go. We have just saved ourselves 30.46 megabytes. Wow. I mean, it's probably going to be a lot more for you since this is a fresh install of Windows. All right, so now we're happy we've done all of our changes in this optimizer program. It just says restart to apply changes. So just go ahead and do that and restart your computer and we should be good to go. Right, we have restarted and now it's time to have a look at our task manager again. So let's see what this has done here. We've got, whoa, 64 processes. Did you see that? 65. So this has really cut down our windows. So we've literally cut out 100 processes just by using those two tools. So yeah, don't worry about this. If you're in the same position as me, these aren't actually installed on your computer. These are basically shortcuts. So basically if I was to click on Netflix, it would actually go and grab that, install it, and then it would become a proper application. These are pretty much just shortcuts. So what you just need to do is just right click, uninstall them. It's really just unpinning them basically. And yeah, these will go away. So let's go ahead and do that and clean this up a little bit more. So yeah, that's a lot better. We've got all the essential stuff that we might need here and all of the other unnecessary stuff we have uninstalled, which is good. Right, let's do a quick little FPS test. We haven't done any optimizing on Minecraft just yet, but let's just see if that's made any difference to our performance. All right, so here we are on Minecraft. I've just thrown up the FPS here, and it is pretty much just the same, honestly. We're getting about 200 220 FPS. Now, this does vary from computer to computer. You might do those two tools, those two optimization tools, and you might find that it improves your FPS even more. But in this case, it's pretty much the same. So yeah, let's do some Minecraft optimizing. So obviously we need Optifine, but let's just turn down our settings in vanilla just to start off with. So I normally go with 8 chunks here. We can put graphics on fast, smooth lighting off, turn off clouds as well, make sure V-Sync's off. You can put particles on decreased. You can turn off alternative blocks and shadows. Make sure this is on. You can also play in full screen as well, which I have a habit of not doing. And you can also turn down your GUI scale. I personally have it on large, but I've heard that smaller GUI scales can actually improve FPS. Now that is more like it. Did you just see that there? We're getting about 700 FPS and now we're just in kind of like 600 FPS. So yeah, that's made a world of difference. And we're on vanilla. We haven't even installed any mods. Now, another thing I've noticed is we can turn off bobbing as well, which can improve our FPS. So now when we're running, our arm's not bobbing and it's just an extra unnecessary animation. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Look at that. Wow. Right, let's take this a step further. Let's see if we can get 1000 FPS. Now we can do that by simply just looking down, and there we go. We've got 1300 FPS. Let's go. And if we go look up in the sky here anymore, no, our FPS is actually better when we look down. Right, anyway, I know you guys have been screaming at me for using F3. Let's install a client and let's do things properly. So the client we're going to be using is Badlion client. Now I've done a video on Badlion client before and it's a bit hit or miss on certain computers. Some people install Badlion client and it's amazing for their FPS. Others say it's really laggy, really choppy. And my personal experience of it when I last checked this out was that it was very choppy, and compared to Luna client it wasn't the best. However, I found some optimized Badlion client settings which we're going to be trying out and seeing if this improves our FPS even more. We're going to launch and see if this improves our FPS. It probably will because it's installing Optifine, but let's see how much more FPS we can get. While this is doing its thing, since we're going for the absolute maximum FPS, we're going to remove our desktop wallpaper. Yeah, pretty silly, but this is literally how far we're going to go. So let's go to personalize here. Let's just change our background to just a solid color like that. Let's just be super boring and yeah, just a black screen. Another thing we can do as well is we can actually reduce our animations in Windows as a whole. This will make your Windows look pretty ugly, but if you really wanted to get the maximum performance, then this is probably a good thing to do. Right, so what you need to do is you need to go to settings, go to accessibility, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to visual effects here, and we're going to turn off transparency, and we're going to turn off animation effects. So now when we minimize stuff, as you can see, there's no cool animation. It literally just disappears. So yeah, this is like the extremes we're going through to get as much FPS as possible. All right, so it looks like our Badlion client has opened up here. So let's go ahead and go into our single player worlds here and see what FPS we now get with Badlion client. All right, here we go. So the big reveal. In fact, let's put on their FPS mod here because lots of people complain when I use F3 because that does actually reduce FPS. So let's just go ahead, turn on this, and as you can see here, wow, 850 FPS. What? Let's just make this nice and big and just put it on our screen here. Look at this. Right, we can do better than that. Let's go to our MC options here. Let's turn down our smooth lighting, which for some reason's on. Make sure this is on. Details, we're going to put our clouds on off. No one even likes clouds. Why are they on by default? We'll turn off our sky as well. Sun. We'll turn off the fog. Stars. We'll put rain and snow off as well. Smooth biomes off. Alternative blocks off. Entity shadows off. Item tooltips off. Swamp colors off. Put this on fast, 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 off, off. Yeah. That's pretty much how you do it. Fast and off is pretty much what you do for details. Animations all off, apart from fire. And we'll put particles on minimal. So now in quality, as you can see here, we're going to turn off custom items, colors, better snow, custom sky as well, connected textures off, custom fonts off. And then if we go into performance here, it's a good idea to turn on fast render and fast math. And lazy chunk loading is also a good one as well for FPS. I just saw 1000 FPS there. And again as well. Okay. So the next thing we've done is we've got into full screen here. And look at our FPS. We're now at a consistent 1000 FPS. This is perfect. Now let's take it a step further. We're playing on a Minecraft world right now that's got lots of blocks in it. Lots of trees, mountains, all this stuff to load in. Let's take that all away. And let's play on a super flat world. And here we go. 2000 FPS. Oh, this is brilliant. What happens if we look up in the sky? Can we get any more? 2000, 3000. Come on. Oh, okay. So we're getting 3000 FPS. Let's what happens if we look down? Do we get any more? Okay, interesting. So we actually get more FPS when we look in the sky. Now, since we've got Optifine installed, we can actually use our Optifine zoom, which I'm just going to go ahead and do now. All right, let's just bind our key here. So now when I zoom in, it does actually increase our FPS slightly. So let's look up in the sky again. Let's get our 3000 FPS. Come on. And then if we zoom in, okay, that didn't work. We're not getting 3000 FPS anymore. That must have been a fluke. All right, let's take this a step further and let's use some optimized Minecraft settings and an optimized Badlion client profile. All right, guys, so I've got some optimized Minecraft settings and a best Badlion client profile for maximum FPS. So to install these, you can just go to the link in the description and you can go download these for yourself. But now to put them in our Minecraft, all we need to do is just go Windows key R and type in app data like that, and then go to roaming, go to .minecraft, and we're just going to drag and drop these 1.8.9 settings into here basically. So just highlight them all, drag and drop, and then replace the files. There we go, Minecraft settings installed. All right, and to install the Badlion client profiles, what you need to do is just go into your .minecraft, go into BL client mod profiles, and drag and drop in this vanilla and replace the file. All right, guys, so here we are, and now we've got our Badlion client settings and our Minecraft settings loaded. This is us in our single player world. So as you can see here, we're getting just under 2000 FPS, which is insane. Now, remember before we were getting about 3000? Well, now if we look up in the sky and zoom in, as you can see, we're getting over 3000 FPS. We're getting about 3200 FPS, fluctuating slightly. But yeah, these settings are really good. And I'll just go ahead and show you guys. So these are our optimized Optifine settings. We've got 4 render distance here. These are all the settings that we dragged in basically. And another thing that these settings have done perfectly is it's actually reduced our monitor resolution. So if we go to other here, as you can see, we're now at 1280 by 720. And as you can see, the recording quality probably isn't great right now, but literally anything to get as much FPS as possible. So we've got that on as well. We've got, you know, loads of optimized settings here, which are pretty good. We've got our optimized Badlion client profile loaded in as well. So yeah, we're getting pretty good FPS, to be honest with you. And we could probably get even more. All right, guys, so we're actually playing in windowed mode right now just to see if we can get any more. Just a little bit more FPS would be nice, but it seems our FPS has actually gone down playing in windowed. If we look up in the sky here, not as great as before. If we zoom in again, we were getting about 3000 before. So yeah, probably not recommended playing in windowed mode, but if it works for you, it works for you. Great, you can get more FPS doing it that way. We're actually going to allocate some more RAM to Minecraft as well. Currently we've got 2 gigabytes. Let's put that to about 4 gigabytes. So I've got 8 gigabytes in this computer, so half my RAM is being dedicated to Minecraft. Another simple thing we can do is we can go into our task manager and we can set Badlion client as a high priority. So yeah, it's probably going to be this Java W here. So just right click on it, set priority. And let's make it high. Change priority. And yeah, that should improve our FPS even more. You see, another cool feature of Badlion client is there's actually a light version of the client, which I haven't actually been using up until now. So on the main Badlion client menu here, just go here, switch to light, and then there we go. And now I think, yep, there we go. Badlion client light 1.8.9. So let's try that and see if this is any good. Okay, so it looks like it's reset our setting. Okay, no, we've still got the same Minecraft settings, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this all looks the same, but I don't think we've got the same Badlion client profile. All right, let's try this in full screen here. All right, so it's adjusted our screen resolution, so it's going to look a little bit stretched. But here we go, 2300 FPS in our super flat world. This is insane. All right, what happens if we look up in the sky here? Come on, 3300. Can we get to 4000? I don't think we can. All right, we're going to have to take this a step further. Let's try and fly in the sky. Let's just go up really high and just so we can't see the ground and see if this improves our FPS. All right, so here we are flying in the sky. Can't even see the ground. And yeah, 3,500. Come on, 4,000. We can do this. Come on. What about if we go into F1 and then just go out of it real quick? Right, let's try it. Ready? Yes, you just see that. We just got 4,100 FPS. Let's do it again. Oh, 4,000 FPS on a low NPC. That is insane. What happens if we make our GUI scale like really small? Okay, let's try that on small. Oh, okay, that's improved our FPS a bit. All right, so I've just bound my Optifine key now, so now I can actually zoom in, although you can't really see it. So let's try zoom in and press F1 at the same time. So yeah, zoom in, F1. 4,200 FPS we got there. Let's try it again. Oh, 4,300. Wow, that is insane, honestly. All right, guys, so I've just joined My Man Club here, which have a pretty kind of optimized lobby, I'd say. It's not too like demanding on the FPS, and our FPS is sitting above 1,000 quite easily. Right, so I've just joined a duel on My Man Club. Now, obviously, the arenas are kind of like super flat, so our FPS is going to be really good. And yeah, no lie, it's, you know, above 1,000 FPS quite comfortably. Resolution takes a little bit of getting used to. My mouse feels a bit weird. I can't aim. What? Okay, I got destroyed then. But yeah, basically, it is quite difficult to play with obviously a smaller UI and obviously a weird resolution. But it'll take a bit of getting used to. But I mean, look at this FPS. This is like my gaming PC levels of FPS on a mid-range PC, which is pretty good. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see me do this on like my super low-end laptop and see how much FPS I can get on there. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this performance. 4,000 FPS that we got in single player. Pretty impressive, honestly. Right, we've got to win a duel now. Yes. Right, come on. Try hard. No, I've lost. Oh, that's so annoying. It's the summer holidays. There's lots of sweats on. Lots of people play this game all day, every day. But yeah, our FPS is good. I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you guys all for watching this video. Hopefully some of these tips have helped you guys out on lower end PCs. Get more FPS in Minecraft. I might do an updated one in the future. I might do one on my low end laptop. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'll leave all the links to all the helpful things that I've used in this video in the description down below for you guys to all check out. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.